Let me talk to you honestly for a moment. My name is Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and I've been a heart surgeon for over 20 years. For 2 decades, I've opened chests, looked directly at diseased arteries, and held hardened, blocked blood vessels in my hands. I've seen arteries that were supposed to be soft and flexible turn into something that felt like stone. And after all these years, I can tell you something very important. Most older adults are being given advice that does not truly fix the problem inside their arteries. It may slow things down, it may manage symptoms, but it does not heal the damage. And that's heartbreaking because many of the people I operated on trusted the system, followed instructions, took their pills, and still ended up on my operating table. I want something better for you. I want you to understand what is really happening inside your body in a way that makes sense, without medical jargon, without fear, and without confusion. In this video, I'm going to explain why plaque forms, why it becomes dangerous, and why one specific daily meal can help your body begin to reverse that damage. Not clean it, not flush it, but actually help your arteries heal from the inside. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Please take a moment and comment below with your age and the state you're watching from. It helps me know who I'm talking to, and it helps this message reach other seniors who need it too. Point 1. Plaque is not fat stuck in a pipe. Most people believe plaque in the arteries is like grease stuck inside a pipe. That idea sounds simple, but it's wrong, and this misunderstanding is why so many treatments fail. Plaque is not just fat sitting there, it is actually a long-term injury inside the artery wall. Think of it like a sore that never fully heals. Your arteries are lined with very thin, delicate cells. When those cells are healthy, blood flows smoothly. But over many years, things like high blood pressure, smoking, diabetes, stress, and inflammation damage that lining. Once that lining is injured, small cholesterol particles slip inside the wall of the artery. That's where the real trouble begins. Inside the artery wall, those cholesterol particles become damaged by something called oxidation. You don't need to remember the word, just think of it like rust. When cholesterol rusts, your body sees it as dangerous. Your immune system rushes in to protect you. Special white blood cells try to clean it up the same way they would clean up an infection. These cells eat the damaged cholesterol, but they can't get rid of it properly. They swell, get sick, and become trapped. Over time, many of these cells pile up and form plaque. Here's the important part. Plaque is alive and inflamed, not hard and quiet. It grows slowly, year after year. And the most dangerous plaques are not always the biggest ones. The most dangerous ones are the angry, inflamed plaques that can suddenly break open. When that happens, a blood clot forms, and that clot can cause a heart attack or stroke without warning. This is why many people feel fine one day and end up in the hospital the next. So the real goal is not just lowering cholesterol numbers. The real goal is calming the inflammation and helping your body remove cholesterol from inside the artery wall itself. That's where true healing begins. Point 2. Why standard advice often fails. Even when you do everything right. Most seniors are told the same things over and over again. Take a statin, eat low-fat foods, avoid oils, walk every day, and watch your cholesterol. And while some of this advice can help in small ways, it does not fix the real problem inside the artery wall. That's why many people do everything they're told and still see their condition get worse. I've seen this again and again in my patients, and it's not their fault. Let's start with cholesterol numbers. Lowering LDL cholesterol in the blood can slow plaque growth, but it does not remove the plaque that's already there. Think of it like stopping new dirt from coming into a house while never cleaning the dirt already on the floor. Statins lower cholesterol in the blood, but they do not pull cholesterol out of the artery wall where plaque lives. So the disease continues quietly, even when the numbers look good. Now let's talk about low-fat diets. For many years, seniors were told that fat is dangerous. But when you remove healthy fats, something important drops too, your good cholesterol, called HDL. HDL is the only thing in your body that helps carry cholesterol out of the arteries. When HDL is low or weak, your body loses its ability to clean up plaque. So a very low-fat diet can actually make plaque harder to remove, even though it sounds healthy. Another problem is that standard advice focuses on blockages, not inflammation. Doctors look at how narrow an artery is, but plaque becomes dangerous when it is inflamed and unstable, not just when it is large. Many heart attacks come from plaques that were only partially blocking the artery. They were ignored because they didn't look severe enough. This is why many seniors feel betrayed by their own bodies. They followed the rules, but the rules were incomplete. To truly heal arteries, we must support the body's natural cleanup system, calm inflammation, and stop further damage from happening. That is what we'll talk about next. Point 3. The one natural process that can actually reverse plaque. Now I want you to pay close attention, because this part is the most important thing I will share with you today. Your body already has a natural system designed to remove cholesterol from your arteries. The problem is that for most older adults, this system has slowed down or stopped working properly. The good news is it can be turned back on. You may have heard of good cholesterol, also called HDL. Most people think HDL is good just because it's a different kind of cholesterol. That's not true. HDL is good because it works like a cleanup truck. Its job is to pick up extra cholesterol from places it doesn't belong, especially from inside artery walls, and carry it back to the liver so your body can get rid of it. This cleanup process is called reverse cholesterol transport, but you don't need to remember that name. Just remember this: it's how your body cleans plaque from the inside. Here's how it works in simple terms. Inside the plaque are sick immune cells filled with cholesterol. These cells want to get rid of that cholesterol, but they need help. HDL comes along and attaches to them. When that happens, it turns on a small exit door on the cell. Through that door, cholesterol is pushed out of the cell and onto HDL. Then HDL carries it away. Over time, the plaque becomes smaller and calmer. The problem is that aging, poor diet, and inflammation make HDL weak. Many seniors have enough HDL on paper, but it doesn't work well. The exit doors don't open, cholesterol stays trapped, plaque grows. This is why simply lowering cholesterol numbers is not enough. You must help HDL do its job again. And that is exactly what the daily meal I'm about to explain does. It supports this natural cleanup process gently and safely using food, not harsh treatments. Point 4. Why calcium makes artery disease more dangerous as we age. Now let's talk about something many seniors hear about but don't fully understand: calcium in the arteries. This is very important, especially after age 60. Calcium in your arteries is not a small issue. In many ways, it is more dangerous than cholesterol itself. As plaque stays in the artery wall for many years, your body tries to protect itself. It treats the plaque like a wound that never heals. To calm the area, the body starts placing calcium around the plaque, almost like forming a hard scab. Over time, more and more calcium builds up. This is how arteries slowly turn stiff and hard. They lose their softness and flexibility. When arteries cannot bend and relax, blood does not flow the way it should. Doctors measure this with something called a calcium score. A higher score means more calcium and more risk. What scares many people is this: calcium can keep increasing even when cholesterol numbers look better. I have seen many older adults whose cholesterol improved, but their calcium score kept rising. They felt confused and discouraged because they thought they were doing everything right. Here's why calcium is dangerous. Hard plaque does not stretch. When blood pressure rises, stiff arteries cannot handle the pressure well. This increases the chance that plaque will crack open, and when plaque cracks, the body forms a clot. That clot can block blood flow suddenly and cause a heart attack or stroke without warning. This is why some people feel fine and then suddenly collapse. The good news is this: your body has a way to control where calcium goes. Calcium is meant for bones, not arteries. But as we age, this system becomes weak. Without proper support, calcium goes to the wrong places. The goal is not to remove all calcium from the body. The goal is to guide it back to where it belongs. In the next part, I will explain how certain foods help your body direct calcium away from arteries and protect them from turning hard. Point 5. How food can help move calcium away from your arteries. Now, I want to explain something hopeful, because many seniors feel scared when they hear the word calcium score. What most people don't know is this: your body already has a built-in system that tells calcium where to go. Calcium is supposed to strengthen your bones and teeth, not harden your arteries. The problem is that with age, this guidance system becomes weak. Inside your artery walls, there is a natural protector. Its job is to stop calcium from settling there. Think of it like a traffic officer guiding calcium away from the arteries and toward the bones. But this protector only works when it is turned on. And to turn it on, your body needs the right kind of nutrition. Many older adults take calcium supplements, thinking they are protecting their bones. But without the right support, extra calcium can end up in the wrong places, like the arteries. That's when trouble starts. Arteries become stiff. Blood flow becomes strained, plaque becomes more dangerous. This is why some people with strong bones still develop serious heart disease. The good news is that certain foods help activate the body's calcium guidance system. These foods tell calcium, you belong in the bones, not here. When this system is working properly, calcium buildup in the arteries can slow down, stop, and in some cases even begin to move away over time. Arteries stay softer and more flexible. Blood flows more easily. Pressure on plaque decreases. This is not a fast or dramatic process. It happens slowly, gently, and safely, just like healing should, but it only works when the body is given what it needs every single day. Skipping days or doing things halfway does not give the body enough support. In the next section, I will finally explain the daily meal, the one simple meal that brings all of this together and supports your arteries from every angle. Point 6. The one simple daily meal that supports healing inside your arteries. Now let me explain the meal itself, slowly and clearly, because this is where everything comes together. This is not a fancy recipe. It is not a diet trend. It is a simple daily meal made from real foods that work together to help your arteries heal from the inside. Think of it as daily medicine on a plate. The base of this meal is a large bowl of fresh greens, especially arugula. Arugula helps your blood vessels relax and improves blood flow. It supports the lining of your arteries, which often becomes weak with age. When that lining improves, blood moves more smoothly and pressure on plaque is reduced. This alone can help your heart work with less strain. Next, you add pomegranate seeds. These small red seeds protect cholesterol in your blood from becoming damaged. When cholesterol stays healthy, your body is less likely to treat it like an enemy. That means fewer immune cells rushing into the artery wall and less plaque forming over time. Pomegranate also helps the good cholesterol do its cleanup job better. Then comes the most important part, high-quality olive oil. This is not just for taste. Olive oil helps calm inflammation inside the artery wall and supports your body's natural cleanup system. It helps your body remove cholesterol that is already stuck where it doesn't belong. Many seniors are afraid of oil because they were told fat is bad, but this kind of fat helps your heart, not harms it. Finally, this meal includes support for calcium control. This can come from certain fermented foods, aged cheese, or a simple supplement taken with the meal. This helps guide calcium away from the arteries and back to the bones where it belongs. This meal does not work overnight. Healing takes time. But when eaten every day, it gently supports blood flow, reduces inflammation, helps clean plaque, and protects arteries from hardening. It works because it helps your body do what it was designed to do, heal itself. Point 7. Why doing this? Every day matters more than doing it perfectly. Now, let me say this clearly, because many seniors worry they have to do everything perfectly. You don't. What matters most is consistency. Your arteries did not become damaged overnight, and they will not heal overnight either. Healing happens slowly, quietly, and steadily when you give your body the same support every single day. Many people try something new for a week or two, then stop because they don't feel an immediate change. That's a mistake. Inside your body, changes are happening long before you feel them. Inflammation begins to calm. Blood flow improves little by little. Cholesterol starts moving out of places it shouldn't be. Calcium buildup slows. These are small changes, but when they happen every day, they add up to something powerful. You do not need to eat this meal perfectly. If one day the salad is smaller, that's okay. If one day you miss an ingredient, that's okay too. What matters is returning to it the next day. Skipping often, giving up for weeks, or treating this like a temporary fix is what stops progress. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush once and expect perfect teeth forever. You brush every day to prevent damage. This meal works the same way for your arteries. Many seniors also feel discouraged because they think it's too late. I want you to hear this clearly. It is not too late. I have seen people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s slow down and sometimes reverse the damage when they finally gave their bodies what they needed. The body wants to heal. It just needs the right tools and enough time. This is not about being strict. It's about being steady. One simple meal, once a day, done again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. That steady care can make a real difference. Point 8. Everyday habits that can quietly block healing without you realizing it. Now, this part is very important because many seniors do the right things but unknowingly block their own progress. I want to help you avoid that. Healing your arteries is not only about what you add, it's also about what you stop. One common habit is using strong mouthwash every day. Most people think mouthwash is good for health, but for your arteries, it can cause harm. Certain helpful bacteria in your mouth help your body support healthy blood flow. Strong mouthwashes kill those bacteria. When they're gone, an important process that helps blood vessels relax does not work well. Simply brushing and flossing is enough. You don't need harsh mouthwash. Another problem is eating this healthy meal but continuing to eat a lot of sugary or highly processed foods during the rest of the day. Sugar and refined carbs cause inflammation. They stress the blood vessels and undo the calm that the meal is trying to create. You don't need to be perfect, but large amounts of sweets, sodas, white bread, and packaged snacks can slow healing. Many seniors are also told to avoid all fats. This is harmful advice. Avoiding healthy fats can weaken the body's natural cleanup system. The body needs certain fats to function properly, especially as we age. Fear of food can be just as damaging as poor food choices. Another hidden issue is stress and poor sleep. When you're under constant stress or not sleeping well, your body stays in a fight mode. In that state, healing slows down. Inflammation increases, blood pressure rises. Even simple steps like regular sleep, light walking, and calm breathing can support the healing process. Finally, skipping meals or jumping between different diets confuses the body. Healing likes routine. Your body responds best when it knows what support is coming each day. Point 9, how to track progress without fear and stay motivated. Now let's talk about something that often causes worry for older adults: tracking progress. Many seniors avoid tests or numbers because they're afraid of bad news. I understand that fear, but knowing what's happening inside your body is not meant to scare you. It's meant to guide you and give you peace of mind. You do not need to test everything all the time. Simple, occasional check-ins are enough. Some people choose to track a calcium score every couple of years. Others look at inflammation markers or have an ultrasound done. These tests are not about judging yourself. They are just tools to see whether the healing process is moving in the right direction. Even slowing the damage is progress. Stability is progress. And in some cases, gentle improvement does happen over time. But numbers are not the only signs that matter. Many seniors notice small changes first: better energy, less shortness of breath when walking, warmer hands and feet, better sleep, less chest tightness. These are quiet signs that blood flow is improving and inflammation is calming down. These changes may feel small, but they matter. Staying motivated does not mean being strict or anxious. It means reminding yourself why you're doing this. You're doing it so you can keep walking, traveling, playing with grandchildren, living independently, and enjoying your days without fear. This is not about adding years to life only. It's about adding life to your years. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate consistency, not perfection. One steady choice each day is enough. Your body remembers care. Over time, it responds. This is how healing becomes possible, step by step, meal by meal, day by day. I want to end by telling you something very important, something many seniors need to hear but rarely do. You are not broken. Your body has not failed you. What has failed is the information you were given. For many years, you trusted advice that focused only on numbers, pills, and quick fixes without explaining how your body actually works. That was never your fault. Your body is incredibly wise even now. Even at 60, 70, or 80 years old, it still knows how to repair, calm, and protect itself when it gets the right support. Healing does not mean becoming young again. Healing means slowing damage, calming inflammation, improving blood flow, and giving yourself more good days, and that matters deeply. This daily meal is not about fear, it's about care. It's about giving your arteries the tools they need to stay soft, flexible, and alive. It's about supporting your heart so it can keep carrying you through your life, your routines, your family moments, your quiet mornings, your walks, your independence. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to understand every medical word. You only need to remember this: small, steady care adds up. One meal a day, one good choice at a time, one day after another. That is how real change happens. I share this because I don't want to meet you in an operating room. I want you living your life. If this message helped you, take it seriously, but don't let it overwhelm you. Start where you are, stay steady, your body will meet you halfway. Thank you for listening, and thank you for taking your health into your own hands.